Now we will start with the new topic, Venn diagrams. Students, sometimes pictures are very helpful in our thinking. First of all, a Swiss mathematician Euler gave an idea to represent a set in the form of a closed curve. Later on, a British mathematician Venn brought this idea to practice. That is why the diagrams drawn to represent a set are called as a Venn-Euler diagram or simply Venn diagrams. Okay, so we can write Venn diagram as a diagram drawn to represent a set is called as a Venn diagram. Venn diagram. Okay, if we are having two sets A and B, what are the possible conditions? What for set A and B? What are the possible conditions? Either A will be the subset of A, first. Second, A will not be a subset of A, but both can have common elements. Okay, and the third one, A is not subset of B and no common elements. No common elements means both sets are disjoint sets. Okay, so for any two sets A and B, we have these three cases. So if for both the sets A and B, if we consider set U as a universal set, then while representing universal set and its all subsets, we will use rectangle for representing a universal set, and the sets in which the sets which are included by the universal set, that will show by any closed curve or simply we can use circles. Okay, so let U be the universal set and any two sets A and B which are contained in universal set. So we can represent this all cases here. First case, when A is a subset of B. So the set will represent, these two sets will represent by using Venn diagram. This is universal set. A is a subset of B, means A is contained in B. So we can draw this set B and set A inside B. Getting? So this is your set A and this will be your set B. Now second case, when A is not subset of A but both have some common elements. So both the circles, if we will draw separate circles for set A and B, then both the circles will intersect each other because they have common elements. So we will draw this diagram. A is not the subset of B but both have common elements. So for this, the Venn diagram will be set A and set B. This is your set A and this is your set B, and both are having these common elements. Any doubt is that? Now the third case, when A is not subset of B and both have no common elements, then how we can draw the Venn diagram? See student, for this third case, we have universal set U and separate circles we can draw for showing A and B both are not subsets of each other and both are not having any common element. That means both the sets are disjoint sets. Okay, this is a universal set which we are representing by using a rectangle and its subsets. We can say A and B both are the subsets of universal set. So both sets we have represented by using a circle. Understood? Now we'll start with the new topic, operations on sets. Students, we have studied algebraic operations which we were operating on numbers like plus, minus, means addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. But in sets, any type of elements are there like A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3 or means alphabets will be there, numbers will be there, or any element we can take in a set. So how we can apply their algebraic operations? We cannot apply. So for sets there are different operations. Now we'll study that operations. First one, union of two sets. First one, union of two sets. So for this we'll consider any two sets A and B. Let A and B be any two sets. Now for defining union of two sets, the union of two sets is the set which contains elements either from one set or from another set. So we are denoting union of two sets by, and we are reading it as A union B. Okay, so this A union B is a set of X where this X is belongs to A or X belongs to B. Means if we are taking X belongs to A union B, then either X belongs to A or X belongs to B. But if your X is not there in A union B, then X does not belongs to A and X does not belongs to B. Understood? Now if I draw the Venn diagram, then you will get the idea. If we have this as a rectangle as a universal set, and suppose we'll consider the second condition as we have discussed, set A and set B. Then the union of two sets, we have when X belongs to the union of A and B, then X belongs to A or X belongs to B. So X belongs to A, we can shade this set A, and or X belongs to B. So we have this shaded part is nothing but union of A and B. So this shaded part is A union B. Understood? Now the second operation, intersection of two sets. Intersection of two sets. Union and intersection we can apply on n number of sets, but to understand the concept of union and intersection of sets, I have taken only two sets so that you can understand this concept easily. Okay, so intersection of two sets we'll see. Now here also we have A and B, any two sets. Then we'll denote intersection of set A and B by using this symbol, and we'll read it as A intersection B. So A intersection B is a set of X such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. In the last session, I have taken some examples. In that we have taken common elements. Okay, so here it is a set of those elements which are common in both A and B. Okay, so if X belongs to A intersection B, then which implies X belongs to A and X belongs to B. Get it? And if X does not belongs to A intersection B, which doesn't mean that X is not in A and X is not in B, and or we can say, because if X is not there in A intersection B, means if it means that A and B both the sets are not having common elements, so it doesn't mean that X is not there in A and X is not there in B. See student, if X does not belongs to A intersection B, that X elements can be there in A or in B, but not in both. Understood? So we'll draw the Venn diagram for showing intersection of two sets. Okay, so intersection of A and B. For this we'll draw universal set by using a rectangle. And sets inside the rectangle we will draw by circles. Okay, now this is your set A and this is your set B. Now elements which are common in A and B, we will shade this region by this line. So this shaded part is A intersection B. Understood? So in this way we have studied union and intersection of two sets. Now students, union of A and B and intersection of A and B. Students, both the Venn diagrams you are having. See, in A union B, set A is fully covered and set B is also fully covered. So can we say that set A is a subset of A union B? Okay, here no need to write this. We will write the proper, we will show proper subset only, because if B is empty set, that time only we can write this. Okay. So in A union B, A is a subset of A union B and B is also subset of A union B. Understood? But in A intersection B, this intersection part is there in both set A and B. So A intersection B is a subset of A and A intersection B is subset of B. Understood? Or we can say that A intersection B is a subset of A union B. Okay, because A union B, which is the biggest set, which is including both the sets A and B, and A intersection B is the smallest set which is included by both A and B. Understood? You should know this difference, students, because so many times MCQs are coming on this. So you should know A is a subset of A union B and B is a subset of A union B. Here A intersection B is a subset of A and A intersection B is a subset of B. Understood? Now we'll see some examples on operation of any two sets. Okay, two or more than two also we can consider. Okay, so the first example is, if set A is having elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, set B having elements 1, 3, 9 and 12, then A intersection B equals to. Now students, it is clear that only 1 and 3 is common in both the sets. So A intersection B will have only two elements, that are 1 and 3. Getting? So A intersection B will contain only two elements, 1 and 3. Now next question, if set A having elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, set B having elements 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, these are the multiples of 2 till 10, and C is having 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Keep in mind, after 4 directly 6 is there. So many times students are committing mistakes. They are not seeing the set elements properly and they are considering the all elements, all consecutive elements. Okay. So then find A intersection B intersection C. Now students, we have to find intersection of three sets. So we'll see now which elements are common in all three sets. To one element, 1 is not there in all, only set A is having one element. For 2, set B and set A having two element in common, but set C is not having. So we'll not take 1 also and 2 also. Then we'll go for 3. Set B having all elements as a multiple of 2, so 3 cannot be there. And here also 3 is not there, so we'll not take 3. Now 4. 4 element is there in all three sets, so we'll take 4 in the intersection of A, B and C. Now 5. 5 is not there in B and C, so we'll not take 5. Then 6. 6 element is there in all sets, so we'll take 6 in their intersection. 7. Element 7 is not there in set B. It is there in set C, but we need intersection of all three sets, so we'll not take 7. So we have completed with all elements of set A. So no need to check for other elements from the set B and set C, because we are taking intersection of all three sets. So the intersection of A, B and set C will have only two elements, that are 4 and 6. Understood? Any doubt in this? Now the third question, set A is a set of x such that x is equal to 3 into n, that is multiple of 3, and n belongs to set of integers. Then set B is a set of x such that x is equal to 4 times n and n belongs to set of integer. Then find A intersection B. Now student, both these sets are given in set builder form. Now how to write their intersection in again a set builder form? Okay, so student, if x belongs to A intersection B, then x belongs to A and x belongs to B, isn't it? Then x belongs to A means x is a multiple of 3, and if x belongs to B, then x is a multiple of 4. Means we can write x is a multiple of 3 and 4. Of 3 and 4 means x is a multiple of 12. Okay, so in intersection x will be the multiple of 12. So we can write this A intersection B as set of x such that x equals to twice 12 times n, where n belongs to set of integers. Understood? If the sets are given in set builder form, then also we can write their intersections or unions. Understood? So in this way we have studied union of two sets, intersection of two sets, its examples we have seen, and one concept of Venn diagrams also we have seen. Okay, if any doubt is there, ask your doubts. Thank you.